Yeah, I think this is an important time to bring up a few stats. And you have played since your rookie year. You played 42 games without Luka as the starter. So you starting, Luka's not in the lineup in those 42 games, which is half a season, big enough sample size there. 17.3 points, 6.5 assists, 3.5 rebounds, the same efficiency that you're talking about. This year in the playoffs, 21.6 points in your run, 46% from the field, 4.6 rebounds, 3.7 assists. So there's been this natural growth that you've had. What I find really unique, and we have discussed sort of the inherent challenges at times of playing with ball dominant players like Luka, and that I don't mean that as a knock. He's that good and he can control every offensive possession. But what I find really unique about you specifically is that you are a guy who learned how to thrive with him, despite also being a guy who needs the basketball. And I think that growth is really unique. And when I talk about these numbers, and your regular season stats were great as well. When I talk about these numbers, it's apparent to me that the $100 million contract is warranted. And I don't know if you are aware, but I certainly spent enough time on NBA Twitter that there are some people who says you got overpaid. And I'm curious if that even crosses your mind. If that bothers you, if that motivates you, if you're just completely ignorant to that chatter, how do you sort of deal with that?
I'm definitely not ignorant to that chatter. It's impossible not to see it. Yeah. So that's the first thing. I mean, look, I'm honored that I kind of got this opportunity to be in that club of making whatever the number is. But I think for me, it's just no matter what the number is, no matter what, anything, all that, like nothing changes. Like, nothing changes for me. I think like the day of me doing whatever, agreeing to terms and then signing and stuff like that, like, before I did any of that, it was all right, I get my work in. So I got to do my work on the morning, get my lift, shooting, whatever that I do, and then I'll go about my business and do everything else after that. So the days I agreed, the days I signed, like they were both the same exact days. Just get my work done and do all that stuff later. And so I've always been that way. I don't plan on changing. Like, I don't really don't. It doesn't bother me. It's I'm gonna be the same person no matter what. Mm-hmm. No matter what happens, no matter what anyone says, no matter anything. I'm gonna be me, and I'm not really too worried about that.
There's some people who may get on the show or respond to a question like that and give a similar answer. And I can honestly say from knowing you that is as authentic of an answer as you can have, because I know you, I know who you are, and I know you have the mentality of controlling what you're controlling. And I will say, from my experience, at least that 1 year I was with Philly, where I was on a big 1 year deal that first year, you're going to hear the chatter, but when those checks get there on the 15th and the 1st, it doesn't bother me. Believe it or not, it didn't bother me.
I would hope it wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would hope it wouldn't.
Your checks will be slightly bigger than mine, but whatever. It's fine. And over 4 years, but yeah, whatever. It's all good.